Hi everybody, I'm back. Thank you for coming back if you've been here before. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is Megan. I try and film videos about once a week, and this week we're doing something new for my channel, which is a review of all of my empties. I've got 5 right now, so it should be kind of short, I hope. But who knows, I can go on and on. First of all, just jumping right in. CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1. This is called CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation, Broad Spectrum SPF 20. And my color is Classic Ivory. I found that this offers a good medium to full coverage, fairly matte, but not completely matte, and it does what it says it's going to do. It does stay on all day. In the summertime, when it's a little bit more steamy outside, I do have to, say, blot once, but you know, it's okay. My makeup goes on about 6 in the morning, and it doesn't come off until about 7:30 at night, and this does last the entire time. Looks beautiful the whole time. Looks like skin the whole time, which is nice, not some mask. But it's not really drying, and I have fairly dry skin. So I do find that this is, it doesn't look bad on my dry skin. Other people who have oilier skin might have to blot a little more, maybe use a little more powder. I do find that if I use this and go over it with powder, I definitely have to follow it up with some sort of setting spray so that it takes that powdery look down. But overall, this is a definite buy again. This is actually my second bottle of it. I've gone through 2 of them. Love them both times. So there you go. CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1 Foundation. Gorgeous. Next, Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. I love the scent of this. I'm a sucker for anything that's coconut, and this has a beautiful scent to it. I like that it's cruelty-free. It has the bunny on it, so that makes me happy. But I used this before foundation, right before moisturizer and sunscreen, but also after I've powdered and set my finished look. It just sort of makes everything come together beautifully. It's not such a strong scent that you can't stand it. If you hate coconut, stay away, because, you know, coconut. But if you love coconut and you just need a great all-around finishing spray, or something to prep your skin for moisturizer, this is definitely a great and budget-friendly way to go. You can pick it up at Walmart, Target, Rite Aid, Walgreens, probably any chemist or drugstore that carries Wet n Wild cosmetics. Beautiful. This isn't the only version of it. I know that they have like a rose version and a cucumber version, but I was most drawn to the coconut version because I just love the smell of coconut. So, next on my list, e.l.f. Poreless Primer, right here. I used this professionally on many different faces while I was doing makeup in Savannah, and I did find that it did what it said it was going to do. It definitely masked a lot of pores, and the feeling of it is really beautiful. It's kind of velvety soft when you feel it on your skin. It mattes everything down right away. Don't use much of it if you're going to use it at all. Just like a teeny tiny pea-sized amount will cover your entire T-zone and out into your cheeks. So do not apply this liberally. Use very scant amount, and it can work for you. The smell of it is kind of vegetal. It's got a little bit of almost a juniper type scent, a little bit evergreen. it's not overpowering at all. It's just very, very, very light scent. But if you are at all sensitive to scent, it has a scent to it. So if you are allergic to a lot of dyes, perfumes, this might not be the way to go. I found that it played fairly well with my professional foundations. Professionally, I use Graftobian, and it set very well on the skin. I found that it didn't pill or anything like that. On consumer foundations, though, it was kind of a hit or miss. The more emollient, the more liquidy the foundation, the less likely it was to play beautifully with this primer. So again, it's a toss-up, hit or miss. You're going to have to be careful. But would I buy it again? With my Graftobian, yes, I would use it again. With my over-the-counter drugstore makeups, again, hit or miss, so it's just basically the flip of a coin whether or not it's going to work. So next on the docket, Maybelline Brow Define and Line and Fill Duo. This one is in the color Blonde, and it has a twist-up pencil here, which refuses to go down because I've used it up pretty much completely. And then the other side, you unscrew it and there's a little bit of a brow powder to it on just a sponge. I find that I really liked the combination. The color was spot on. It's a very, very light ash brown, verging into blonde. So it's not straight up sunny blonde color, but it's enough of a shade where you could sort of use a light hand and have a lighter blonde color, use a more heavy hand, get more of a light brown to it. And then the powder was a perfect match for the pencil. Sometimes I find that if I use a pencil on one side, the powder looks totally different, and it's like, wild card, why did you do that? They don't match, but this matched, and I liked how the pencil itself was very, very fine. I could really get in there, make it look like I had defined hairs into my lash, in my eyebrow. So right here where it gets really sparse and I don't have any hair, I could draw it in and make it look like I had hair there, which is what you want from one of these. And then where I did have brow hair and I just needed to make everything look like it was seamlessly blended together, the powder side really helped with that. So in using this, you go brow hair first with the pencil side, and then cover it up with a brow powder, make it all meld together, and you end up with a really soft, natural, beautiful look. And I find that this type of brow product is great for either on the go, a beginner, somebody who just doesn't want to mess with a pomade or a marker or a fine tip pen. So Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo, blonde shade, excellent work. Kudos to them for that. Last on my list, my favorite. I've bought this over and over and over again. I've bought a different kind of mascara this time around just to test it out so I don't get too boring for you guys, and I don't like it as much, so I'll be going back to this. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher green tube. This is the water resistant kind in just black. I love the brush on it. I love the formula. It works beautifully. A lot of times my mascara, I find that I blink my eyes a lot. My eyes become watery. You know, whatever happens. Sometimes I need eye drops because I've had LASIK eye surgery. You've got to have eye drops. You've got to keep your eyes wet at all times. And other mascaras, they just don't cut it. By the end of the day, I've got a raccoon eye down here. All my mascara from above is gone. The water-resistant version of this is gorgeous, and I love this brush. Look at that. It's a plastic brush. The curve is excellent, and the formula is great. You've got some playtime. It doesn't dry down immediately. So I'd say it takes about 30 seconds for it to dry, and then you go in with a second coat if you feel that it's not enough. I'd say it's very good for a transitional kind of a look where you can use one coat and have it look totally natural. You can use 2 coats, build it up a little. You've got a little bit more drama, and if you're going out for the evening, you layer a 3rd coat on, and it still doesn't look like you've got, little burnt twigs for eyelashes. So it's a great product. I swear by it. I'm buying this again as soon as I get back to Target because I just don't like my life without it. So there you go. Those are my 5 empties for this week. And as soon as I start building up another cache of empties, then I'll do another video for you guys. But until then, keep in mind, I try and film once a week. Put these videos out on a Sunday or a Monday if possible. And if you like what I do, click the like button. And if you want to, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I do enjoy having subscribers. Send me a DM in Instagram if you'd like to talk. Otherwise, have a great week. Stay safe. Bye.